Good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. It is January the 4th. Rise and shine, rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. It is a beautifully chilly morning across town. Our Tower Cam network, Daytona Beach, looking great. It's a blue sky. It is, Gail Pascal Brown, perhaps the greatest anchor to ever live. I don't know. You tell me. She called it Carolina blue. She's from the Carolinas, so it makes sense. But either way, I mean, it is stunning outside. Let me take you from Daytona Beach. Let's head over to New Smyrna Beach. See how that is. That's beautiful, right? Port Canaveral going down the shoreline, looking pretty good. Couple of birds out, the sun shimmering. Jacqueline went out. If you're a nerd, you know Jacqueline is the Blue Origin recovery ship because they're getting ready for New Glenn tomorrow. Oh my God, I need to build a background for that for a graphic. How does that forecast look? Hold on, I haven't even looked at the 45th. We don't issue space forecasts. Maybe that's news to you, maybe it isn't. They haven't put it out yet. Okay. Um, we don't issue those forecasts. That comes from the 45th Space Launch Delta 45 over there. So, yeah, can't wait to get that forecast done. Anyway, that's beautiful. What else do we have? Let's head inland. Orlando International Airport. Yeah, that's looking good. Downtown Orlando, looking good. Tourist district, looking good. Tavares. Yep. Ocala. Okay. All right. You get the idea. It's a beautiful morning. All right. Nothing on our first warning live Doppler radar. Love that for us. Temperatures out the door. Live look around town. Um, Not as cold as perhaps we had first thought, because as that cold front moved through last night, it picked up the winds just a little bit more than we had first expected. So, okay. 39 in Ocala, 45 in the Villages, 46 in Orlando. Forecast today does not warm us up all that much. We're hanging out at 55, 11 o'clock, 59 degrees by 1 p.m., and 63's it. That's all we got for you. Mostly sunny skies. It's going to be so pretty. So pretty. Here's a look at our high temperatures today. Hanging out in the 60s area wide. It's going to be a nice and cool afternoon. I think that that's going to be the theme of today's forecast, right? Now, for tonight, let's talk a little bit about tonight's forecast. It's going to be a chilly one. All right. Oh, that's today. Hold on. Here's tonight. All right. Forecast tonight 43 in Conway, 40 degrees in Ocoee, 39 in Apopka, and across the rest of town, flirting with freezing, it looks like, up in Ocala. 33 there, 37 degrees in the Villages. I think 40s for most of the shoreline. Melbourne Beach, like Space Coast beaches, you'll probably not hit it, but either way, it's going to be a chilly one. Then what's so funny is looking ahead at tomorrow afternoon, our temperatures start to climb a little bit. Okay. Here's a look at tomorrow's high temperatures. Remember, today we hit 63. Tomorrow, 72 in Orlando, 71 in Leesburg, Sanford, 68 degrees in Daytona Beach. So we're starting to see a little bit of a warm up, right? That's Sunday afternoon. Let's look at Monday afternoon. Okay, that's going to be the warmest of the lot. What? Yeah. So Monday afternoon, we've got a cold front moving in. So it makes sense that it's always warmest before the front arrives, right? Here's the setup for today. High pressure, nice and chilly. Milder air comes in as the winds shift off the ocean. But there's that front crossing the Mississippi River tomorrow, then getting to us by Monday into Tuesday. That's when we really ramp in the chilly air. So this weekend, today's the chilly one. Tomorrow is milder. Monday afternoon is warm. Let's look at Futurecast and dial in our Monday rain chance. Ba, ba, ba. There you are. All right. So here's Futurecast for Monday, our next chance of rain. And then we'll take questions. We'll talk. Let me just run through my shtick, okay? Hopefully flying down to Fort Myers on Monday. Looks like it should be good weather for a lunch date down there, getting back. And as I'm getting back, the rains will be getting a little closer to Orlando, but it'll still be fine. And then by about 3, 4 o'clock, I'll be on the ground well before then. There's your showers. Moving on in. 3, 4, 5 p.m. through the metro. 6, 7, 8 o'clock clearing out. But once that clears out, okay, Monday night into Tuesday morning will be comfortably cool, but look at Tuesday's high temperatures. Okay, I'm going to put this up. These are high temperatures. Oi gewalt is all I'm going to say. 55 in Orlando, 53 in Ocala. Those are your Tuesday high temperatures. Wednesday's morning low temperatures. I spy with my little eye. Freeze north and west of town. 39 in Orlando, 43 degrees in Titusville. So we've got quite the chill moving into Central Florida. As a matter of fact, this 3-day stretch of chill, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what you see on the bottom records, those are record cold high temperatures. So we're not looking at these being necessarily record cold days. But some statistics there. First and foremost, that 55 on Tuesday will be the coldest afternoon since January 14th of 2023, so almost 2 years. And that trend of 3 afternoons in the 50s will be the longest trend of those types of temperatures since Christmas of 2022. And if you were here in Christmas of 2022, you know that was a cold Christmas. It was a chilly one. So anyway, here we go. Central Florida certified most accurate 7-day forecast. Showing the chill after the cold front moves on through. And that's all I got. Now I'm done with my shtick. Now we can talk. Good morning. Now it's the talk part of Coffee Talk. I've been drinking the coffee. I've been talking to you. Now we can talk together. Good morning. Good morning. David, good morning to you. Victoria, how are you? Rosa, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Jennifer, it's a beautiful day. All right. So, what are we thinking? Are we okay? Are we going to be all right with this? Yukon says Christmas 2022. I don't think it got above 40, 41, right? There were days where it was just like, are we sure we're still in Florida? You're right. That's a good memory. I mean, I could go dig up. Hold on. I mean, let me go dig up the data. Stand by. All right. Christmas 2022. Climo. Daily data for a month. We'll do December of 2022. Full precision. All right. So Christmas that year, Christmas Eve, high temperature was 46. Christmas Day, high temperature was 46. The 26th, the day after Christmas, high temperature was 56. So clearly we're not going to be in that ballpark. But yeah, low now for perspective purposes, low temperature Christmas Eve that year, 31 in Orlando. Low temperature Christmas Day was 30 and then 37 the day after. So we're not there. We're not there at all, right? I mean, it's going to be chilly. We're just not going to be there. That December of 2022 was a beast. My palm trees in my backyard were brown for years. I feel like we've just gotten over that. Deborah says, not happy about the cold mornings. At least it isn't like 2022 gave us. So take that, right? Nikki, go. Be fun. Have a good one. Give me all the cold, cats, tats, and gats says. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thought I moved south. Must have taken a wrong turn. I know. Just remember that our winters are short lived, at least temperately. But we have them. We have winter chapters. This is definitely looking at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're definitely entering into a winter chapter. And I'll also say, we've got the impact days on the 7-day forecast. I would be remiss if I didn't at least discuss why that's the case. It's not like all hell's breaking loose, right? Clearly. But because we're talking about such a widespread frost, we need to at least elevate that. Okay, so let's look at the frost data off of our futurecast model here, just to kind of get an idea. Who could see this, right? Because this is where the impact, I think, really lies. You're hyping. No, we're not. But it's our job to warn you about changes in the weather. And so that's definitely where we're at here. All right, so let me pull this up. I'm going to dial up futurecast. All right. So here's the frost areas for Tuesday morning. All right. Essentially, I-4 north and west, minus the beachside spots and minus communities living around large lakes. The smaller lakes don't really play in as much, but you can see like Lake Apopka, several other lakes there in Central Lake County. Going to impact the temperatures a little bit, but a lot of frost covered in those areas, right? All right. So now let's look at Wednesday morning. Okay. This is Wednesday morning, even more spots with frost. Basically, everyone minus the metro and everyone minus the beachside and everyone minus living around a large lake. And then looking ahead to Thursday morning, it includes now the metro. Okay. So significant frost threat for our area next week. That's why we're calling this impact weather. Not to hype, but just to let you know this could impact you. Okay. So that's why we've got on our 7-day forecast. And we've been doing it for a while, but if you've not seen it, that's why we are putting this little icon there. Okay. So that's that. All right, let's see here. My son just moved back after 8 years in Northern California. I froze last time I visited him. He will probably love this week. Yeah, right. What's for breakfast? For breakfast for me, my protein shake. I pay full price for it, so I don't mind showing it. It's Ensure Max Protein Cafe Mocha. I have 2 of these a day. And again, I pay full price, so this is not me advertising anything. You can check my Amazon reorders, automatic reorders. Oh, I think they give me 1% off because it's an automatic reorder, but I'm not a sponsor. I'm not sponsored. They're not a sponsor. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm driving to Virginia tomorrow. This is the first time in 11 years I've been able to spend the holidays with my Navy boy. Oh, Tanya, I love that. I pray conditions are well for driving. I think it should be okay. Um, that storm system gets feisty tomorrow afternoon north, but I think that area should be a little further north than where you're going, depending on how far north you're going, right? Or how far south the storm system goes. All right. Um, Michelle's asking, is this low 30s and 40s mainly middle of the night or early morning? It's always early morning. So think about a 7-day forecast. If you've ever watched like Batman, for example, they say it's always darkest before the dawn, right? It's always coldest before the sunrise or right around sunrise. So depending on moisture levels, maybe it'll drop real quick, but it's always coldest before the sun rises because that's when you've had the long enough period of time, overnight it takes. So different various things play into it. And as Wednesday morning gets closer, we can start looking hour by hour because that is going to play in. The duration of the chill will play in. It's a little too early. We're just outside of the mesoscale model range to be able to do that. I want you to notice one other thing. I don't see any snow. All those nincompoops that are like, it's going to snow and spreading it all out on social media. It's like, golly. I've had people literally asking me about canceling plans, canceling vacations because of the cold. And it's like, y'all, it's not going to be snowing. That's the danger of hype on social media. You know what I mean? Sheesh, Louise. Long sleeves to work next week. Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Oh, I see Yukon. What's happened to the one model that says it's going to snow? Yeah, I know. That's ironic. Like minds think alike, right? Let's see here. Next weekend should be a good weekend to go see the manatees. Yes, they always try to go to warm up over at the springs. Yeah, I remember when I lived in West Palm, they'd always go to the water output of some of the power plants. Yeah. Chris, can you explain mesoscale? Yeah, so think about it like a TV. The long range models are like a standard definition TV. Each of the pixels is pretty big. You don't have a ton of pixels. Mesoscale models are more like an HD TV. You have more pixels. And so, because of that, your grid data gets finer. You're able to look at finite details. So, that's why forecasting, 7 to 10 days out is kind of just watching patterns. When you get inside of about 3 to 5 days, you're starting to dial it in. But inside 3 days, and those mesoscale models are keyed in, that's when you've got a really good um, ability to zoom in and look at the specificity of things. All right. Joanne, are your shakes 30 grams? Yeah, 30 grams of protein I've got. Remember, I had bariatric surgery. Maybe you don't know. I had bariatric surgery. One of the big things I have to do is I've got to take vitamins constantly and I've got to throw in protein. So, yeah. All right. Think of the think of these temps during our very hot and humid days of summer. I know. I know. I know. I know. Yep. 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 All right. We good otherwise? We good? Let's see. Michelle, lots of fake pages saying parks will close for snow. Wish they would stop being silly. Clickbait is a thing. I don't really know what else to say about it, but clickbait is a thing. We'll just say that. It's just very important to consider your source. I remember as a kid, when I'd hear things from friends, my mother was always a good reminder of do you trust the source you're listening to? And for me on a personal level, I will always tell you that on Coffee Talk, I've always said it's easy to gain trust because you have one good moment and you can gain trust. It's a lot harder to keep trust, and I will always fight hard to gain and to keep trust. Trust is to be earned. Trust is hard to keep. So I will always do my best to keep your trust. So, but again, everybody's going to have multiple information sources. I get it. But consider your source. You can tell the people that hype, you can tell the people that are just kind of trying to cut through the crap. I leave it up to you. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are going to do you. And just, there it is. Yep. Yukon says, it seems like there's a cycle in our winter weather, kind of like hurricanes. Well, it's all a part of the same cycling weather pattern. So absolutely. Katie says, I have trouble getting my protein. I love the drinks and one day start upsetting my tummy. Try other brands. I had to do that. But yeah, try to do other brands. Joanne says, I've been on pure protein shakes since mine 2 years ago, just looking for alternatives. Yeah, I mean, I switched from another brand. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was Premier Protein. Yeah, it was Premier Protein. I switched over to Ensure, and I like the Ensure Max Protein. Now I'll tell you, I'm walking around with Ensure, so everybody at the TV station jokes about me drinking my Ensures. You know what I mean? It's fine. I get it. I get it. Let's see here. I'm from a snow state. I just don't see the ingredients for snow. Yeah, like moisture. When it gets cold, notice there's no moisture in there. That's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah. Jenny says it'll be 45 degrees at Epcot and I'll be wrapped in all things warm and then there will be dudes with shorts. But those dudes with shorts are just not from here. I think that's it. That's the big one, right? Right? Yeah, Jeannie Rowan says the exclamation point icons end of next week. Yeah, because we spent a lot of time at the beginning talking about it. It's because of the frost potential. Yeah. Yep. My favorite is First Form, not because of the fitness factor, because it's great for people like me who can't digest whey protein because of the lactose. It's the only brand that won't upset my stomach. First Form, I've never heard of that one. Interesting stuff. Pete says next Saturday is our fly-in. Is the weather going to be suitable? It looks to be pretty good for now. Yeah, there's hints of a front coming Saturday, Sunday, but it doesn't look too bad. Here, let's see. I think our extended Futurecast should be able to give us an early hint. If not, I can go to a GFS. We got about 5 minutes to the cut in here. All right. Yeah, that's not going to go out as far. Hold on, just for you. Da, da, da. Push. All right. Sunday, Monday, happy days, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's Saturday morning, some showers north of town. For now, it looks like lunchtime into the afternoon, there may be a few showers. Doesn't look crazy, but there may be a few showers in the area. So doesn't look crazy. We'll have to watch it, right? We'll do that. We'll watch it together. Hopefully it'll be good for the fly-in. Let's see here. I forecast ordinary weather using it and play it out. Well, high temperature. So yeah, well, I'm curious to see how that'll play out too, as we dial in our cycling pattern distance, our duration. Let's see here. Chris visited the West Studio. Very cool. He did. Yeah. Tony, he hung out with Tony last night. Yukon says, I'm actually trying a new shake from Sam's. It's plant-based, 32 grams of protein. Oh, interesting. Very good. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. I got like 3 minutes or so until I have to run. We good otherwise? Just stay warm. Yukon says, so happy to see Gail Pascal Brown. She's great. She is the best. Let's go say hi to her. I know she's getting ready. I'm going to just take my coffee talk friends over here. We have to say hello to you.
Is it a test? Okay.
She's the greatest of all time.
No, he's.
Oh, no.
No.
I know I share this all the time, every time you're here. For those of you that don't know the story, my very first show at Wesh, I was like 21, 22. I was terrified.
So young.
And this goddess, who I grew up watching and just in awe of, and I'm still in awe of.
Love each other.
She grabbed my hand and she just said,
baby, it's going to be all right.
I have loved her ever since. I loved her before. If you don't love Gail Pascal Brown, I don't know what to say.
He's the best. He's the best.
And so yesterday I was having a conversation with our boss saying we need Gail on the desk more. Had no idea you were anchoring today.
I know. I'm so thankful. I'm working out some bugs, but we're making it through, okay?
When you are so good at what you do, working out bugs is like every other person's best day at work.
That teleprompter goes crazy.
Well, it's an AI teleprompter, so it doesn't even know if it goes crazy. Okay. Just so happy to see her. All right. I'm going to go do some TV. Thank y'all for hanging out for Coffee Talk. She is a jewel. She is a jewel. Jeannie Rowan's asking, what's your morning beverage? Are you a coffee drinker? She's not. She did this morning, but usually she's night side. You have to remember, she's trying to get into the morning thing. All right. I'm going to go do some TV. I will see you guys and gals on TV in a little bit. Be the sunshine in someone else's day.